the book Inevitable AI, in very simple versions, is an Ask Me Anything, an AMA on AI. If it is about the history of AI, how it is formed, what it can do, what it cannot do, and what will be the future. And any questions you ask, you have answers in the book. That's the most simplest explanation of the book. Yeah. So we all have heard the story of these four blind men around an elephant, right? So these people try to, like, say, touch the elephant and see what it is. One person says it's a tree, one person touches the stomach and says a wall, and one touches the trunk and says a snake, and the tail is a rope. So the same thing is happening with AI right now. It's a very powerful tool, but people, due to let's say short information on social media, news articles, they read one or two articles and have a complete misconception of what AI is. And this book is to give a complete perspective of AI in one comprehensive primer. And that's yeah, that's why I wrote this book, to remove the misconceptions, and so that we can use this tool as an effective force for humanity. So anybody who is curious about AI, what it is and what will bring it to our future, needs to read it. Let's say if we go more specific, anybody who is a professional who wants to see and introduce AI and harness the power in their own domain should use it. It can be a working professional who are scared of how AI will affect their jobs and career in the future. It can be an enterprise leaders to see how can they use AI in their enterprises for growth and not be it's beaten down by competition from new AI companies. It can be investors and startups who are hunting for new ideas to grow new things. And it's also more important for governments, policy makers, to see how we can guide these things. And lastly, very important for parents who want to prepare their kids to be effective in the age of AI, upcoming age of AI, how to handle information and misinformation. So the book title is Inevitable AI, The Art of Growth with Generative Intelligence. It was a long journey to come to the right title because it has to communicate the book effectively. So it in essence, it says AI is not a myth, or it's not a fad. It's not a fleeting, let's say, concept. It is here to stay, and it is here to change every way of our digital existence, and it will affect and impact every aspect of our life. So inevitable AI means, okay, it's coming in, so be prepared for it, know about it, and how do you grow with it, and how do we grow as a whole, as a society with it, not individually, but how do you grow, let's say, inclusively with it. That's the meaning. So the which I'll take exactly three core messages. So the first one is about the power of AI. What does AI actually do? So to give an example, an analogy, so 200 years ago, when the Industrial Revolution started, we started making machines which could amplify the human physical potential. So cars, they just move faster and lift heavier things than humans do. Or if you look at cranes, they lift heavy things than what humans do. So in essence, today AI is a mental power multiplier. So it accentuates and amplifies the mental ability of humans to think, to create at a scale. That's in essence of what AI is. And adding to it, AI can you can think of a giant factory of using human created information. So it takes in the millions of or trillions of like data created by humans, and can put together to create new information and new kind of data with it. While there is so much power and kept useful to it, we should be very clear that it cannot create new solutions which humans have not done before. So the invention and creativity is still the power of humans. For example, AI cannot solve climate change. AI cannot fight global poverty. These are things which need human ingenuity and creativity and solving ability. AI can be used as a tool. So this is the main one aspect of AI. The second main takeaway is the impact and the power of language. So one of the core reasons why humanity is in such advanced state is the evolution of language. So language is a tool which can communicate ideas from one person to another very effectively and symbolically, right? We are now getting into a stage where AI understands human language seamlessly. So what does it mean? It means um, AI is the computers and machines are not just some passive tools listening to human commands, pre-programmed human commands, but they understand language and they become a portal or an easy interface for humans to interact with anything digital and computing. For example, to imagine how it works, so right now anything we want to search through in digital system is pre-programmed. You need to manually click, move, type and program. With AI, you take one level higher. You just need to talk what you want to do and it will just translate into machine language to do this, right? So it's a big jump for machines, computers and machines as just passive executors of human commands to just equal interaction. And this is going to fundamentally change our relation with machines, and it's going to be a defining point in our civilization. And the last third key takeaway I want to convey is the invention of AI is like the discovery of fire. The fire we know has great potential. So anything we use in everyday life is driven by fire, from what we cook, how we move, how we power our electricity and everything appliance we do. And even to go to space, it's all run by fire at the core, how you control the fire effectively. And in the same way, if you don't control it or if you let it and beyond control, it can cause huge devastation. You can see in forest fires or huge industrial fires which have wiped out cities, it can destruct anything in its way. So the same way, AI has incredible potential to change how we operate every single thing in every day, and it also has a potential to destroy everything we have built as well. Um, Simple example is if you don't use AI responsibly, if you misuse AI, or if you put AI in war machines, in killing machines, it doesn't understand what is human, not human, and also the misinformation, fake news, and all these things. If you don't use it effectively, or if you misuse it, it will bring massive destruction to humanity. So it's important for everybody to understand not just the power and the potential of it, but it's more important to understand the effects of the misuse and work towards minimizing and avoiding it. And these are the main key takeaways from my book. So one, you just need to be open and curious about what is AI. And this book is not a technical book, and this book is written to bring down this mystery of AI. Uh, Anybody who is curious, even who has no clue about what AI is, can just start reading the book with an open mind, and you can choose your own domain of expertise if you want to, and start imagining how these applications can reflect on your own domain. It's an open book. I have explained multiple different use cases, how it can be used today and will be used in the future. So you just can use it as a launch pad to trigger your imagination and think in various aspects. So the whole book is conceived to be a starting point for conversations. It does not give you final solutions to anything you want to use. It is designed to bring the conversations to everyday life. So if you read the book, if you are excited about things, you should bring the conversations to everyday life. You can bring the conversations in your dinner table, talk about what is AI, do you know what it can do, what it cannot do. Bring it to your boardrooms in enterprises, or bring it to your coffee breaks and or friends talks with friends. So only if you bring this conversation to everyday life, it can, let's say, unveil the enigma of AI, so that everybody knows what is it. And the more people talk about AI, we'll be creating effective applications and decreasing the impact of it. And if people want to know more, they want to dig deeper, I am available to reach, to have interesting conversations, to talk about how they can apply in their own lives, in industries or in their own companies, or also how do you want to approach AI for the next generation with the kids. I am open for interactions with the people. I am available on most public platforms, on LinkedIn, on my email, and for the specific reason of bringing the AI literacy to every part, I have set up my institute, which is a Global AI Transformation Institute. The website and link and Twitter handles, it's there everywhere, so we can reach out in any different forms. So, to be honest, this is my first public book. The other books have been more private. I have been working in robotics and AI for the last 16, 18 years. And I have crossed the various stages from having extreme technical proficiency with a PhD, and to see how it will impact everyday life, to work on the, say, bringing it to the real world life through my MBA. And I have launched, created 3, 4 robotics ventures which have been quite successful in bringing technology to people. And over the course of these many years, I have noticed my strength lies in simplifying complex technological aspects into simple, usable things for everyone, everyday life. So I am good in explaining the same concept for different people based on their need and their own level of understanding and what do they want to use with it. And that I have seen during my PhD, teaching to a lot of students, and in my various enterprises, talking to different group of people, be it developers or customers or investors or journalists. I am good in transforming the same concept in multiple directions, and that's also what triggered me to write this book, because it's an AI is something which is changing the way we live, and it's important. We need this. Everybody needs to know what is it.